Episode 2, Sharp Thoughts, we are back. I'm really happy you guys enjoyed the first episode. I'm really happy you guys are enjoying what I'm sharing, the vibes that I'm trying to create. So I guess I have to keep it up for now. This week is going to be really simple. A little bit of training talk, what's coming up in the next coming weeks, and I have something I want to talk about that's really getting under my skin. Training this week went pretty easy, had 2 runs. I did those later on in the week. I got caught up with work and a couple other things, but I still logged those 45-minute runs. I did those on both Thursday and Friday, and ran 5 miles yesterday, which would have been Sunday according to plan. This weekend I have 15 on deck for the weekend long run, and I will be taking care of those while running a half marathon. So I'll be running 2 before the half marathon to make my full 15 because consistency matters. This is a really great race weekend coming up. First of all, it's Labor Day, so we get to party, but it is also Disneyland Half Marathon weekend where folks will be finishing up their coast to coast. Starting their coast to coast, they're going to the Wine and Dine Half in November in Walt Disney World. Running the Dumbo Double Dare, just running half marathon. Thanks to some awesome sponsors, I will actually get to participate in this race, so I'm really thankful and excited about that. So, if you are running the Disneyland Half Marathon, I will be at Disneyland property all day on Friday, and I will also be there on Sunday. So reach out to me, find me on the Twitterverse, ask me where I'm at, if you want to hang out, want to link up for a high five, all that good stuff. I am available. Let me know what's going on. I'm really excited to be able to run the race. I know I wrote that blog post earlier in the year about Run Disney prices. I said what I said, and I meant it. But I'm really, thankful for the really great sponsors that said, you know what, you mean a lot to Run Disney community, so why don't you come along and run anyway. So cool, I'll take it. Also Saturday, I know the weekend is going to be jam-packed for most of you, but there's someplace y'all really have to be, and that is the We Run Social Meetup. It is going down at 1 o'clock at Trader Sam's, the lower patio by the fireplace. Go on down there and hang out with my people. I won't be there. I have another engagement. I can't make it. I'm so sorry, but you guys definitely got to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Link up with all your friends. It's a great place to meet up with people. If you just know you guys are going to be all over the place, utilize the We Run Social Meetup, meet some new people, and just, have fun. That's what it's there for. So I'm going to try to keep this really short and sweet because I'm a man of very few words. I say them very fast and I mean what I say. What's really disheartening that I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is that a lot of my friends and colleagues in the blogger sphere really are kind of disheartened by what's happening with the internet nowadays. A lot of us started our blogs just to share information, to help people. I started my blog honestly just to talk to people because I honestly just got tired of repeating myself when people would ask me, how did your race go? How did your race go? Go read about it. It's way easier. You can read about it at your leisure. That's why I started my blog, and my blog evolved to something bigger. It became something that I never realized that it could be, and I worked really hard to cultivate that brand and to keep it sustainable and to keep it happy and to keep it growing and thriving. That's what we do. And I don't charge you for content. Most bloggers don't charge you for content. I share this information and I share reviews and I share information with you because I want to, because it's something I care about, and I don't necessarily do it for popularity. What people need to understand, and I'm talking just for myself, I'm not blaming anybody, I'm not pointing fingers, is when people have comments that are not constructive and they're actually just hurtful because you have nothing better to do, that sucks. And it makes people not want to do the things that we're doing anymore. It makes me not want to be bothered with organizing events, bringing discounts and free race entries to you because I have the capability of doing a lot of those things with a lot of the amazing partners that I work with. It makes me not want to be bothered with anything. I'm here doing these things because I like to be authentic and I like to keep it real 100% of the time. So I say all this to say people need to be very careful about the things that they say to people online. You need to watch your mouths. You are actually hurting people's feelings. Not mine, because I don't care. But other people that are a little bit more sensitive, that this is what they do, and they do it because they care. They share information because they care about people. And people are what's most important. It takes a lot of energy to write a blog. It takes a lot of energy to manage it and to curate it and to develop content and to share content that you guys find worthwhile. That's what matters. We're doing this for you guys. We're not really doing it for us. I can put an online journal on LiveJournal and go sit down somewhere. But I share this information because I find, and I've been told that it helps people. Let me continue to help people. That's what I like to do. When people come up to me and say, I read your blog post, it was so insightful, you gave me some great information about that race, or you're really inspiring and it really makes me smile and it gets me through those long runs, that's the stuff that matters. Free product, who cares? It's not about the free stuff. It's not about, oh, I got to go here, there, and everywhere. I'm blessed to have had the opportunity to do those things, but that is not the stuff that matters to me. What matters to me is that people are taking my content, they're feeling great about the stuff they're reading, we're having healthy discussions about that content, because oftentimes I say things that people just don't agree with, and that's fine too. But if we can have an adult conversation about it, maybe you can enlighten me to something, because I never said I knew everything. But I know about this. And what I do know is y'all need to stop jumping in people's mentions and people's comments and people's email boxes on that nonsense. It's not cool. And then when you get clapped back on online, you don't get to play the victim. That's not how this works. If you're going to open your mouth and you're going to say something rude and disrespectful, then you need to be prepared if that person that you were talking to comes back at you and gives you the business. You just need to be ready for that and just acknowledge that that's just going to happen. Don't go running crying talking about so-and-so said this to me. Yeah, but what did you say to them? Because you probably deserve that. And if it was me, I would have said worse. So leave my blends alone. Leave me alone. Let's all function in this community together, because we are all runners, we're all athletes, we all have different skill levels, and we are all on different journeys. And there is never a reason, whether you think it's justified or not, to jump into somebody's comments and tell them what you think about their performance or about their journey, especially when you have no idea who they are or where they came from. Okay? So if we can all just support one another and not be awful to one another, that would be cool in 2016. There's already enough nonsense and crazy happening in the world. We don't need to do this to one another. So let's support one another. How about that? How about we be the community of runners that we're supposed to be and say, you know what? If you want to get faster, I have some ideas. You can reach out to this person. You can look at this resource. Hey, I saw you PR'd by 10 seconds. Good job. You're taking on the marathon? Right on. What's so bad about supporting people? What's so bad about saying, you know what? You rock today. Even though you didn't want to go out there and run because of whatever reason you had going on in your personal life, you rock because you're out there attempting. Everybody has different goals. Everybody's on different levels, but my level doesn't need to be your level. And I'm not trying to be on your level. I'm not competing with anybody else in the blogger sphere. I'm not competing with anybody out there except if you're in my age group. And that's on a day if I choose I want to compete. Some days I just like to go outside and run with people because that's a lot of fun. I find the race atmosphere to be a lot of fun. I find the energy to be helpful and therapeutic, and it makes me smile, which is why I elect to spend money on races instead of running by myself. That's my choice. That's my journey. That doesn't have to be yours. So, long story short, stop being awful to people, support one another, and let's all be decent human beings and love one another. And I will do my best to also do the same, because I'm sure that I am no saint either. Oh my god, y'all are gonna flame my mentions about that, aren't you? Oh well, it's out. I said it, and it needed to be said. So, there it is. That's Sharp Thoughts this week. You know where to find me. Be good to yourself. Be good to one another. Don't be awful. Let's all love one another and be great together. There's plenty of greatness for everybody. Go be great. For the love of God. Thank you.